So let us start the discussion on this class. So what did we discuss in the last class?
Sir, left side sequence, right side sequence by taking the
Yeah, right. We have defined jet transform. The importance of jet transform, why is that defined, and the implication of jet transform. So in terms of writing jet transform and region of convergence, because unlike Fourier transform, where always the region of convergence is same, okay, jet transform has different regions of convergence. Okay, that because that comes out because of the R term, right? And that we have seen, and we have seen some examples, especially the left-sided and right-sided sequences and their corresponding region of convergences, right? So we also have seen that even though the expressions are same, the region of convergences are different for different time domain sequences. So now let us share. I am sharing the screen now. Yeah, let me know if you are able to see the screen here.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is what we have discussed in the last class. We have defined the jet transform, its importance, and especially the region of convergence concept and poles and zero plots. Okay, because Z is a complex number, we can show the the polynomial x of z, okay, and its poles and zeros in this. That will give a good idea of region of convergence later. We will see actually the relation between the poles, zeros, and the region of convergences. In fact, poles and region of convergences. We have seen explicitly like a power n u of n kind of sequences and its region of associated region of convergence, that is mod z greater than mod z greater than mod a. And we have seen for minus a of n u power this sequence, exactly same x of z will come, but with region of convergence of mod z less than a. So what we notice here is, for this is left-sided sequence. For left-sided sequence, region of convergence is like inside the circle, okay, whereas the for right-sided sequences, okay, this is right-sided sequence, the region of convergence is outside the circle. Okay, so if I say that, say instead of now, I will give some questions here, okay, before we move on. So if I say that h of n now, instead of x of n, I can say h of n, right? So I just say that h of n equal to a simple thing, 1 by 2 power n u of n. Okay, so is this a this is h of n refers to what? H of n refers to what? What is h of n?
Response of the system.
Yeah, in our discussion, h of n is impulse response of LTI system. Okay, one more thing, people, some of the people like suggest to call this as unit sample response. So in fact, more specifically, this delta n, they would like to call the as unit sample response. Sample, not response, unit sample function, I think, right? This is unit sample response. Okay, unit sample signal, otherwise we can call it. Okay, fine. So this h of n, if it is given, okay, so now if h of n is given, what can you tell about the system? See, h of n characterizes the system, right? In what sense does it characterize the system? Can one of you tell?
Sir, causality and stability we can say.
Yeah, you can tell sequence, you can say. Okay, unit sample sequence. So h of n gives causality and stability. Okay, so and it tells, see, we are anyway considering that LTI. Okay, that, and after that we are considering this h of n. So it further information that it gives is about causality and stability. Okay. See what we have seen now, H of Z, now if I consider Z transform of this, we have seen that for any right-sided sequence, this is right-sided. Okay, H of Z is for a right-sided sequence. What did we discuss? How will be the H of Z and the region of convergence? How will be the region of convergence? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is outside. Okay, so it means that for any causal sequence, see this is a causal sequence, a causal system or not. So how do you tell a system is causal based on H of n? How do we tell a system is causal or not based on H of n?
Not equal to 0 for n less than 0.
Right. H of n not equal to 0 for n less than 0. So does it mean that any of the left-sided sequences, can they be causal?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right. So only the possibility is either it should be right-sided sequence or it should be a sequence with say short duration. Okay, that is after n equal to 0. Okay, so for time being, don't bother about n equal to 0 thing. Okay, so may and also finite sequences since they are easy to tackle. Okay, so here right-sided sequence will have an ROC, that is, okay, ROC is outside a circle of radius anyway, something, okay, of radius A. Okay, so this is just by looking at the ROC now, we can tell whether the system is causal or not. Okay, so if the ROC is outside the unit circle, okay, then or outside the circle of radius A, okay, then we can consider that the system is causal. Okay, that is the inference that we can draw from the Z transform itself. Okay, so is, see H of Z, if I write here, H of Z, if we write here, is equal to 1 by 1 minus half here, Z inverse mod Z greater than half. Okay, so for any sequence having right-sided region of convergence, we can say that it is, sorry, outside the region of if the region of convergence is outside the circle, okay, of some radius, then it can be referred to as causal sequence, causal system. Okay, so is there any counter examples for this? See now what I said, you can take any of the right-sided sequence, okay, it will have an ROC outside the circle of some radius, then thus it will be a causal system. Okay, the corresponding, if you define H of n with right-sided sequence, okay, the corresponding system is causal. That's what is the statement I made. Anybody would like to pose any counter examples for this, or do you all agree for what I have said? Hello, are you people there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what
please,
is
sir.
else to be added there? I hope you got my point, right? Whatever I have said, is it clear or not?
Sir, is that we have to put some limit to it, sir?
Okay, which limit should we put? Huh?
Less than infinity, sir?
Why should it be less than infinity? See, if it is less than infinity, it is not, see, okay. So somebody else, I would like to answer it, whether it is correct or not. He has raised at least reasonably a valid point, important point, even though that is not exactly the thing that the answer is not correct. The point is very important. Somebody, can you comment further upon what Manmeet, I think, has said? Should we consider something what happens at infinity or not? Is it important or not important?
Important, sir.
Hmm?
Important.
Important. Okay. So if there is, say, if there is a limit for ROC, that means ROC does not include infinite. Say at z equal to infinity, then the system is causal. Or if ROC also includes z equal to infinity, then the system is causal. Anyway, we are considering outside ROCs only. That is right-sided sequences only. Right-sided impulse responses, you can say. Yeah, for ease of terminology, we use still the impulse response.
I think for right side signals, it is not required.
Okay.
Maybe others, maybe some other signals, it is required to.
No, if other signal, will it be causal at all? That is the next question then.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I want somebody else from your group to answer. Niharika, you don't want to comment? Yeah, you are there?
Yes, sir.
First of all, it to
For
be
right-sided signal, we take whole values like up to infinity.
should include infinity be included in ROC for a causal system, or even otherwise will it be causal?
For causal signal, it is not required, sir. For right sided signal, it is required.
Okay, no, you are telling right-sided signal it's not required, I will say. My statement is correct or wrong then? I say just for right-sided sequence.
No, wrong, sir.
Why?
All right signals are not causal, no, sir. All right sided signals are not causal, sir.
Why? Can you give one example?
We are coming to that example only, sir. Example. No example, sir.
H of n equal to what? Kartikeya.
U of n plus 1.
Yeah,
U of n plus 1.
Very good.
Anti-causal signal.
Yeah. So it is, see, what it is causal or non-causal? H of z we will write for this.
It is anti-causal.
Anti-causal.
H of z equal to 1 by 1 minus z inverse. Okay. Is it correct? My H of z is correct or wrong?
Into z. Sir.
Into z. Very good. Okay. Z by z into 1 minus. So this plus 1 will create this z. You people can solve now by just expression. Okay. But I will see later properties. Okay. So that I think anyway you can easily see now. So I don't want to postpone that. Okay. And then mod z is greater than what is ROC? Mod z greater than? Mod z greater than what? What is ROC? Harshavardhan.
So 1, sir.
Yeah, 1. Is this the ROC? Is this complete ROC or something else I am missing here?
Yeah, infinity, I think it doesn't satisfy.
So what should I tell?
Excluding infinity.
Excluding infinity. Okay. So it is strictly saying actually mod z, okay, greater than 1 less than infinity. Okay, this is ROC. Fine. So now, is this a causal sequence, causal system if h of n is equal to u of n plus 1?
No, sir.
So now what will you
No,
tell?
sir.
Now you answer me. So Niharika, probably you can answer. Complete the answer. If for a causal system, the region of convergence is outside of the this circle with some radius, but should it include z equal to infinity or should it include z equal to infinity?
Should include, sir.
Yeah. So now you should not take that much time to answer. So it should include z equal to infinity as well. So if there is no pole at z equal to infinity and it is extended till infinite, then only it is causal. Okay. So even a simpler example, if you want me to give, h of n equal to del of n plus 1. It is not fully a right-sided sequence, but just to tell that what is the effect of the causality. Okay. And the pole at z equal to infinity. So what is its z transform? H of z equal to what?
Yes, sir.
Z
Z.
inverse.
Okay, and what is ROC? I think what you should, people should tell, whichever you know, you should tell.
Z not
Entire Z
Z
plane
not equal to
excluding
infinity.
infinity, sir.
Yeah, and not equal to.
Infinity.
Okay. So see, this is causal sequence or non-causal?
Non-causal, sir.
So what is y of n is equal to, in terms of y of n and x of n, if I just want to write this system. Okay, for this impulse response, what is y of n equal to? Request another student to answer. Not same people again and again.
X of n plus 1, sir.
X of
N plus 1.
n plus 1. Who is telling this?
Sir, Harris.
Hari. Okay, good. Okay, and so this is y of n equal to x of n plus 1. So this is causal or non-causal? You should tell before me. I think these are all you know, right? So whichever you know, tell quickly. I myself giving the question and giving the answer looks hard. Okay. Fine. So you can see the effect. So z equal to infinity, if there is there, then it means that it is not causal. So wherever it extends, okay, unlimitedly from the outermost circle, later we'll see why outermost, okay, then it is causal system. Fine. So here we discussed about causality. Okay, we will discuss little more about causality later. And where is the pole now? Z equal to, what is the pole? Location of pole here?
1/2, sir.
Z equal to half. Okay, for this. Okay, fine. So now let us move on. So what I'm trying to make the point here is, from the ROC, you will be able to easily comment about the causality of the system, and then the stability of the system as well. So now, is the system stable or not? Is the system stable or not?
Stable, sir.
Yeah. So how do we tell whether the system is stable or not? See, the the condition for stability is, say, mod h of n equal to minus infinity infinity. So we'll go to the, okay, it's okay. Less than infinity. Is this correct or not? Condition
Yes,
for
sir.
stability. Same condition required for what? This condition is also required for this condition is also required for what? Fourier transform exists for h of n. Correct? Same condition is also required for Fourier existence of Fourier transform. Correct or not? And then Fourier transform means what? H of e power j omega is equal to h of z for z equal to e power j omega. That implies r equal to 1. Correct? R mod z is equal to 1. Correct or not? Is this discussion clear?
Yes,
What? Yeah. So it means what? See, Fourier transform exist means what? Fourier transform exist means what? In terms of ROC. This implies ROC. What? Fourier transform exist means in terms of ROC it is what?
Must be less than 1, sir. 1 or less than 1.
Okay, any other answer? Existence of Fourier transform means what we have seen. It is
unit circles.
yeah, it includes unit circle. Okay, that means ROC includes mod z equal to 1. Okay, that's all. That's all is the existence of first stability. Okay, for stable systems, what is needed is this. Okay, for stable systems, what you need is this. Okay, is this clear or not? So now if I have actually here, okay, for a stable system, okay, if there is a, sorry, yeah, right. Okay. See, why should ROC should include z equal to 1? Why should ROC should include z equal to 1?
Z equal mod z to 1, it becomes
Yeah.
Fourier.
Yeah, by definition itself, ROC means what? Region where it converges. Okay, Fourier transform exists means it is already converging. So mod, say, Fourier transform converges in that region. Exist means what? By definition, it converges. Okay, so thus it includes unit circle, so it is stable. Okay, is this fine or not? So you can easily relate from, so these are the conditions. So if I ask, somebody asks you to relate from say h of n to h of z. So why did you get this condition that region should include z equal to 1 means ROC include z equal to 1 means stability condition. Okay, you say that. But why, what is the connection between h of n and this one? Okay, impulse response and this one, then this is the relation. Is it fine or not? Similarly, why is that actually outside its right sided sequence will have a or causal? Okay, sequences with impulse responses with right side sequences are causal. This is because of this relation. Okay, you can see that right side sequences will always have the ROC mod z greater than some z naught. Okay, and that if it doesn't have a pole at infinity, then it becomes causal. Is this fine or not? All right sided sequences are not causal. Okay, the h of n being right sided is not causal. H of n being right sided and not having pole at infinity is causal. Okay, is this fine or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on now. So let us extend our discussion. So this is the initial discussion on stability and causality. We'll get back to that after a while. So let us take, see, in the last class we have taken two sequences. One is h of, say, what are the sequences? H of n is equal to a power n u of n we have taken. Okay, and then shown that its Z transform, okay, is, we will write Z slightly differently. Okay, Z transform is what? What is its Z transform?
1 by 1 minus AZ
1 by A Z inverse
with mod Z.
with mod, yeah, mod Z greater than mod A.
Greater.
Right. Another sequence also we have taken. This is purely right-sided sequence. This is a left-sided sequence. For it, what is the ROC? Z transform is exactly same. This is H of Z. H of Z is exactly same. What is ROC?
Mod Z
Mod Z less
than
than AC.
Okay, so this is the left-sided sequence. Note that ROC is inside this circle of some radius Z0. Okay, so now what we would like to see is we would like to take some sequences which has more terms. Okay, not just a single term. Okay, so let us take a sequence. Okay. See, okay. So in the last discussions, we mentioned about all these are X. Okay, now I have written H. Is there a difference between when I write X and when I write H? Is there any difference between when I write X and when I write H? Yeah, any other student who has not answered today? Praveen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is there any difference?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, you people should hear this class.
Some disturbance is there
Yeah, fine.
from my
Okay.
place.
So is there any difference between when I write H of n here or X of n here?
Yes, sir. Obviously.
What is
HFN is the impulse response of the system, sir.
yeah. By
If
our
you write-
notation, right. By our notation, X of n is a sequence. Okay. Our input
Yes.
signal. Input sequence. And H of n is the impulse response
System
of this
impulse
system.
response.
So when we want to describe about system, we'll write H. When we want to just discuss about the signal, we will write X. Okay, so we may be writing interchangeably, but now you should be clear on the discussion. So especially when we bring about the properties, okay, they are mainly for the systems. We can still define these properties for the signals, but these signals properties means only based on the existence. Okay, they don't have anything related to the system. Okay, or like some processing. Okay, so now let us bring let us find its H of Z. So some of you can quickly tell without much computations what is its H of Z. Any other student? Nikhil, will you tell? What is first term H of Z? See, if you tell after I write, what is the use? Any other student now, second term?
1 by 1 plus 1 by 3 is raised to minus 1.
Fine. And see, when you have two things, what will happen to ROC? The first term ROC is? The first term is?
mod Z.
Yeah,
Mod Z greater than 1
half.
by 2.
Yeah, while the second term ROC, what's its ROC? Second term says? Mod Z?
Mod Z greater than 1 by
Greater than
3.
Because mod you take. Okay. And now what is the overall? See, if both has, what do we mean by ROC?
Intersection of.
Yeah. ROC means what? See, if you understand the definition, for many of the things, it is very easy. See, in some problems, it may not be very clear. What should be the ROC? So you understand the concept of ROC, then you can easily infer. So now what do we mean by ROC? Say first term says it converges. Okay, first term converges. If you just only have the first term, okay, it converges anywhere. Okay, it converges outside. Okay, let this be 1 by 3. And let
Outside the outermost poles.
outermost pole. So what it says is above, beyond this. Okay, it converges. Okay. What does second term says? Second term says, okay, it converges beyond this. So what should I consider as the overall ROC for this system having these two terms? What is the overall ROC?
Mod z greater than 1/2.
Yeah.
Comparison between two, sir.
Outside circle.
Mod z greater than
1/2.
So whichever is the higher. So as she said, if this is actually R1, okay, region of convergence, and this is region of convergence 2, then the overall region of convergence R equal to R1 intersection R2. Because it has to converge, right? See, for example, even if one diverges, it is good enough for diverging. Is it not? One sequence or one term diverges means that it goes to infinity. So if it is added to anything else, then it becomes infinite. So it should both should converge. So it is intersection. Fine, is this clear or not? Okay. So and then the other thing that we would like to discuss here in this context is, see, if I simplify this, what do you think I will get? 1 minus half z inverse. What do you think I will get if I simplify this? Yeah, tell me quickly, what do I get? Who else will answer now? Anjana?
One minus 1/2 z inverse plus 1/3 z inverse.
What the answer I will get? What is this? This, if I give you something like this, okay, what will you tell in terms of h of z? What kind of function is this? Okay, some rational, okay, in terms of h of z. Fine. So now I will get something in h of z, right? So from this, what inference I can make? See, if I simplify this, what inference do you think I can make from this? Any answer? What inference do you think I can make from this?
Can say where are the poles?
Right. See, this h of z is anyway some,
The poles for h of z.
yeah, some polynomial in h of z. Okay, it has some numerator and denominator. So if I equate the numerator h of z polynomial to 0, then I will get the locations of the zeros. If I equate the denominator polynomial of h of z to 0, okay, then I get the poles. So pole 0 locations plays an important role in determining several things. Even though now we are giving ROC, region of convergence, by definition, okay, for the simple terms, but pole 0 poles can be easily related to ROC. Fine or not? So how do you think we can relate poles to ROC? Can one of you tell? What is the relation between the poles and the ROC? Or influence of poles and ROC?
Starting point of ROC.
It is.
Yeah, what is
The pole doesn't include poles.
what is that? Yeah, ROC doesn't include poles. Okay, if there is a pole means what? If there is a pole means it diverges. Is it not? H of z diverges. Yes or no? That means it doesn't converge. That means it is not an ROC. So always see, if I will to write the pole, to actually better find the poles and zeros, is this expression enough or should I write something else? Yeah, request another student to answer. Who else are there? Raju.
Sir.
Yeah. So is this enough to write the poles and zeros or should I simplify further in any sense?
Enough, sir.
Enough. Okay. So tell me what is zero then? What are zeros? What are zeros for this polynomial or rational function z?
So we can further simplify the numerator and the denominator, so taking LCM and then we
Yeah. Further simplify means in terms of z inverse itself.
so we can put as 1 by z. So z inverse as 1 by z we can write and then take LCM.
So I can write in terms of z. Okay, that makes my job simpler. Okay, so multiply both with the z. Okay, numerator and denominator, z square. Okay, then what I can write? 2, I will write with just a different color since the space here is limited. Okay, 2z square minus 1 by 6. Okay, please tell me if I am writing wrong. Into z. Okay. Oh, fine. I would have written slightly differently, right? Okay, I will slightly differently, I will write. So I will write in terms of anyway z. So that is the main. So h of z is equal to z into, okay, 2z minus 1 by 6. What I'm doing? I'm multiplying numerator and denominator with z, 2 z's, okay, z square. Z minus half into z minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Is this fine or not? I have written exactly the same function. Okay, so this indicates what? This indicates what? Poles are at?
1 by 2 minus 1 by 3.
Yeah, 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. And zeros are?
0 and
1 by 12.
1 by 12.
At z equal to 1 by 12. And is there any other 0?
0.
Yeah.
0, sir.
At 0. Okay, so now if I just denote them, okay, so here I have zeros. Usually we denote like this. Okay, there is a 0 and z equal to 1 by 12. Here one more 0. Okay, where are the poles? Here is one pole and here is another pole. Is this fine or not? Okay, 2 poles and 2 zeros. Okay, now is this sequence? Okay, sorry, is this impulse response or the system defined by this impulse response is causal or non-causal? Okay, and stable or not stable? We just want to tell from the ROC itself. Okay, so the ROC finally is C is mod z greater than half and includes z equal to infinity or doesn't include z equal to infinity? Reason of convergence.
Included.
Includes, sir. Includes z
Yeah,
equal to.
z equal to infinity as well. So it goes till infinity or including infinity, right? So now tell me, is this causal or non-causal?
Causal, sir.
Causal, sir.
System is now causal. And then what about stability?
Stable, sir.
Stable, sir.
Yeah. So it is causal and stable. You can see from why is it stable?
Include R is equal to 1, sir. Z is equal to 1.
Right, right. Right. Okay. So if from just if you are given the pole 0 plot, okay, you will be able to tell where the poles and zeros are. And if you give pole 0 plot and ROC, reason of convergence, okay, you will be able to tell the whole characteristics of the system, if it is system, and signal, if it is signal. Is it fine or not? So you can see in essence, it is causal as, okay, ROC is right sided, is outside, and include z equal to infinity. Okay, and it is stable as ROC include. Okay, fine. See, even if I give just poles and zeros, will you be able to tell? See, now let us take same poles and zeros. Okay, So let us take the similar polynomial or same poles and zeros. Assume that now I have given you only poles and zeros, nothing else. Okay. So let I start here. My problem or the say information itself starts from poles and zeros. So what is given about the system now? You are given that there is one 0 at here. Okay, 1 0, 1 0 at 1 by 12. Okay, so probably I think another one pole. Okay, at 1 by 3, right? And 1 by 2. Oh, so 1 by 3, 1 by 2. Okay, so this is what is given. Only this is given. Okay, this is anyway real object. And then imaginary term of state. Yeah, so only this is given for us. Okay, about the system, some system. Okay, about h of z. H of z is not given. Okay, but only this is given. Has, okay, zeros at z equal to 0 and 1 by 12. And what is my question? How many possible ROCs can be there with this? Okay, how many possible that ROC should not include pole? Okay, that is only the exception for it. So what are the possibilities? One possibility is it can go completely. So if just if I plot I request some army officials to tell here how many possible ROCs are there and what are they?
ROCs can be mod of z less than 1 by 3 or mod of z greater than 1 by 2 or
okay,
in between
so,
1 by 3 and 1 by 2.
Yeah, possible ROCs. Okay, what you are telling? So mod z less than
1 by 3.
Okay, and other one is mod z
greater than 1 by 2.
Okay, very good. And third one is
between 1 by 3 and 1 by 2, that is less than 1 by 2 and greater than 1 by 3.
Okay, so these are the possible ROCs, because ROC should never will not have, because it's not converges if it doesn't converge if there is a pole inside. Okay, so these are the three possibilities. Okay, so in this case, what kind of say if I tell this impulse response, what kind of impulse response do you have, and what can you tell about the system in this case, first case? H of n is what kind of thing? So any other
Non-causal.
Yeah.
Non-causal left-sided sequence.
Non-causal.
Left-sided. See, I request the students and non-causal, those who have not answered to answer quickly, and those who have answered to give a little bit time for the others to answer. Every time myself pointing to someone and asking is also not easy, right? Right. So as I have been telling, if you spend reasonably good interaction in class and spend your little bit of mind here, okay, then things will be quite simple for you. I'm not discussing problems here, or I'm not discussing concepts here. Okay, there's a mix of some problems and concepts to bring in, possibly cover the whole related things. Okay, in probably fewer smaller discussions. Okay, so now this, what about this mod z equal greater than half?
So this is causal and right-sided sequence.
Yeah, this implies that h of n is causal and right-sided. It is first of all right-sided and then causal. Okay. Yeah, what about third one? Request army officials to tell. What may happen for the third one? So if reason of convergence now is something like this. This is ROC. Okay, so when can this happen? When can this happen? Yeah, request Girish, if you are there.
Sir, this is non-causal, sir, and
Causal, fine. Okay.
and a ring is formed, sir. A ring kind of region of convergence.
Then what what can you comment about HFN? How many terms you may HFN may have? Anyway, in all these things, 2 terms are there in HFN. But what are those 2 terms in third case? You can in fact write terms in first and second case as well. In the first case, see, in the second case, what we have, all this is second case, whatever we have discussed before. Okay. Here, what we have discussed is about pole zeros. Zeros, okay. Okay. Anyway, causality and stability. Okay, from H. Right. Okay. So now, what are the terms do you think here? See, in all these discussions here, you can also think of stability. So first one, is it stable? First
No.
one, is it stable? It is not stable. As
No, sir.
okay. What about second one?
Stable.
Stable, sir.
Okay. And what about third one?
Not stable.
Not stable.
Not stable.
And what about causality for this? As you said, it is not causal. Okay, fine. So now, how do you think is HFN? That's my next question here, right? Who will tell? Manmit, will you tell? See, there is one pole. See, I will break this into 2 poles. One is mod Z. Okay, third one greater than half. Okay, the other one is mod Z less than 1 by 3. Okay. Okay, sorry. It is the other way, right? So mod less than half here. Okay, mod Z greater than 1 by 3. Now can you tell? So what this term, see, mod Z less than half, if it is there, roughly what kind of term you may have in HFN? We are not bothered about exact.
Yes, sir. Minus u of minus n minus 1.
Yeah, right. So the term
Multiply.
minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. Okay, this is the term corresponding to, okay, this one. Okay, is this fine? Here a is what? A is nothing but
1 by 2.
huh? A is
1 by 2.
yeah, 1 by 2 whole power. Okay. So now what is the second term? Yeah, request any student who has not spoken to tell. We want for the second term. Okay, what will be the second term corresponding to this will be?
1 by 3n un.
Yeah, it is plus or minus?
Plus, sir.
Okay, so this is how is you can directly write actually up to some small constants or whatever. Okay, so those we will bother about later. But roughly this will be the form of HFN. Is this fine or not? And this being a 2-sided sequence, say for example, one is left-sided, another is right-sided. It converges only in this range. If you go outside, okay, either of one will not converge. Okay, that is the problem. Okay, in this region, both cancels with each other or whatever, it converges in this region of Z. Okay, this is all we are discussing of jet. Fourier transform for this, like directly discrete time Fourier transform, can you take for this sequence h of n? For this sequence h of n, will you be able to take discrete time Fourier transform? I am not hearing an answer.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, you take. Why?
R equal to 1 is not, it is not
Yeah.
satisfying the condition.
Right. So this also is exactly 1 by same h of z, what we discussed before. Okay, but I think there 1 minus is there, right? So you, because here it is on mod, you will not be able to tell it is minus or plus. Okay. So for timing, we will write here, but okay, it can be minus or plus. Okay. So this is how roughly the h of z looks like. You can simplify on all those things. Okay, but you should, this is anyway ROC. We started from here. So is this clear or not? Okay. So you can write h of z and you can say that in this region it converges, even though the Fourier transform doesn't exist because it doesn't converge for z equal to 1, mod z equal to 1. Okay, or because of this term. Right, because of this term. Correct. Okay, is this fine? Is this discussion clear? This is referred to as two-sided sequence and region of convergence. Okay, so you can see that this is a two-sided sequence. One is right and left mixed together. This two-sided. For that, the ROC is like this bad. See, one more small last discussion in this class. Okay, with this, I think we are done with the properties of ROC. We are also done with, say, different kind of like causality, stability kind of things. Okay. Only thing that we will discuss in the next class is the with respect to the like shifting or some properties, differentiation in jet transform. What will happen to the in time domain? If you do something in time domain, what will happen to jet domain, and how does it influence the ROC? Because now it is not enough just to discuss what will happen to jet transform. If you make some changes in time domain, like delay or whatever, you should also see what will happen to ROC. Okay, that is only the thing that we will discuss tomorrow. And after that, we will try to move on, possibly to either discrete time for a discrete Fourier transform. Yeah, let us wind up that discussion and then probably go on to sampling. So let me see. So that we will decide. Okay. So now only thing is, see, it's a finite sequence. If you have a finite sequence. Okay, so let h of n, again I am considering h of n, be delta of n plus 1. Okay, or delta of n minus 1. These are all finite sequences. Okay, or u of n minus u of n minus 10 or n minus n naught. Okay, n naught positive. Okay, these are all the finite sequences, right? So what can you comment about its ROC? Say, what can you comment about its Z transform? And what can you comment about the nature of region of convergence? The last point. So if you discuss quickly, we'll wind it up and leave. What is h of z in first case?
Z.
Z.
So ROC?
Enter Z plane, and Z not equal to infinity.
Not equal to, okay, not containing infinity. What is this here? What is h of z here? In this case?
1 by Z.
1 by z. I took
Z inverse.
ROC is? Huh?
Z not equal to
Enter Z.
minus infinity, sir.
Yeah, for all
X.
Enter Z plane with Z not equal to 0.
right. Z.
0.
So now what can you comment about any finite sequence? This is examples we are discussing, but should be clear. Easy to reduce rather. Okay. Right. So what can you tell about this? h of z I will write. Okay. So anyway, I will not derive now. Okay, but what do you think will happen for this? Do you want me to derive? I will write in directly h of n. Okay, z power minus n, right? N equal to minus infinity in general. But since this is actually, so you only extending from, okay, so n is equal to 0 to, what is summation now? How does it change? Summation, how does it change?
0 to n naught.
N naught, okay? And then n naught including or not including?
Not including.
Yeah, n naught minus 1, okay? So now, this is equal to what? 1 by z power n naught by 1 minus z inverse. Am I correct? My expansion, is it correct? Okay, some harmonic series, right? So I just expand like this. And ROC is what for this? ROC is what? No answer. For all z, I will say. Somebody agrees or doesn't agree?
And z not equal to 1.
Yeah, very good. And z not equal to 1. Okay, and z not equal to 1. And in fact, z not equal to 1 will not be there. It gets cancelled from the above one. Z not equal to 1 will not be there, right? Because see, if I expand this, z not equal to 1 will go away.
And z not equal to infinity.
Z not equal to?
Infinity also.
Yeah, infinity only. Z inverse will come finally. Z 0. Okay. So finally what will happen? It just becomes a polynomial in, okay, a naught plus a1 z inverse, okay, plus a2 z power minus 2, okay, and so on. Okay, up to n naught minus 1. Okay, so that will be what it will be. Okay, so z should not be 0, that's all. Is for convergence of h of. Okay, so what can you comment from all these examples? For finite sequence, h of z converge
All z except that.
for all z. Okay, except possibly at what? At z equal to
0, sir, except at z equal to 0.
Is it only 0?
0 and infinity.
0 and
Infinity also.
Or in. Okay. 0 and infinity also can happen, but 0 or infinity mostly. 0 or infinity. Here 0 or infinity only. In real sequences, it can happen where, say, it's not finite sequence, then it happens 0 and infinity. Okay, 0 or infinity. Okay. So then when the, that means it converges on the whole z plane. Okay. So ROC is whole z plane. Oh, except possibly z equal to 0 or infinity. Okay. Fine. And then what can you tell about causality and stability of this kind of sequences? Any finite sequence, if you have for h of z, is it stable or not? Huh? Is it stable or not? You should tell quickly why you are
Yes,
dragging.
sir, stable, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is, because I think it includes from minus infinity to infinity, right? So except, sorry, it includes all z, right? So it is,
Yes.
yeah, pole can be here or pole can be at infinity. Okay, so at infinity. At infinity. Okay. So and then anyway, so it is stable. You can say that it is stable. System is stable. And causality?
Not causal.
Not causal, surely.
Yes. Like z equal to infinity is not in the ROC. Right?
Right. So if z is not equal to say infinity, no pole at z equal to infinity. Okay, is this fine? So J pole at z equal to infinity is first case. Okay, you can see. Fine. But nevertheless, it converges for all z. Okay, that is you can see. So because anyway it's finite sequence, right? So it you can easily sum the finite sequence. Okay, just by definition itself. Okay, that's why it is stable. Fine. So we will stop our discussion for today here. If you have any quick questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we will leave now. Shall we end the class now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you then.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir.